I'm Helen, and I am here with the Aphasia Now group. I've got a couple of people with me who are going to talk to you about themselves and their experiences of aphasia. So perhaps if I will let you introduce yourself this time, actually. So do you want to start?
Okay. Okay. I am Jenny. I had a stroke 20 years ago, and my speech has improved by bit until I am here to able to talk, because I couldn't talk before. I live in Stroud, but
You live in Stroud?
I live in Stroud.
Yeah. But you're not from the UK, are you, originally?
No, I am from Ecuador, from
Ecuador.
Quito,
Yeah.
but I live here in England now.
How
30
long?
years.
30 years.
30 years now.
Wow. Okay.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you'd like to.
My name's Paul,
Yeah.
and my wife is called Julia, and she and me have a 8-year-old called Imogen. A stroke is what I got as well, and it came about 21 months ago. And I guess really like myself, you, I had really poor. I had 3 words back then, and I just sort of each on and on and on and on and on, and it's just keep going on, and problem is what's the word? It's okay. Everything's fine. So it's all right.
And you say you had 3 words, whereas
Yes.
now, you're obviously really quite eloquent. What do you think has helped and made the difference for you in building that up?
I just practiced all the time, just each day I try to do another 1 or 2 words, and it's all right, it's good. And I've seen other people who come in to help me, be it speech or whatever, and it's just, I've been really happy there. So it really did me well.
So how you felt after the stroke when you had 3 words? Can you remember what that felt like at the time?
In what way? I just found yes, no, and computer. And those were the 3 words.
Right.
And
Do you use signs when you have the stroke? Do you start using yes or no?
No,
No.
for some reason I just managed to say yes, no, and computer,
Oh, you
and
said.
that was it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you mean you said the word computer?
Yes. I know that saying's dumb, but in my job in MOD, which is the Ministry of Defence, for 30 years now, it's been computers all my life. So yes.
And Jenny, you asked Paul if he used some gesture like this and this. Did you find that was something that helped you, using gesture?
Well, yes, because I came from a coma. I was in
You were in
coma.
a coma, yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't. But first of all, I didn't know what's happening when I was then. I was in New York, visit my aunt. So I ended up to be in the hospital, in the neurology hospital, the big hospital in New York. In coma for 10 days, and then you come into recovery. So I was in the semi-recovery. Well, I was.
Or rehab?
Yeah, well, I come in a recovery from the coma,
Yeah.
semi-coma,
Right.
and the one starts trying to see. Oops, I didn't see I don't recognize family. I familiar face, but I couldn't remember names. It was a bit awful.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my aunt, she speaks Spanish only in New York. But I lost the Spanish as a first language.
Right.
So she was very cross with me because I couldn't, she was talk to me in Spanish, I couldn't say.
And could you understand her?
I understand her, but I couldn't say the words.
Right.
I communicated with Wilfred, my husband, in broken English. It was better
Right.
than Spanish.
Spanish.
So I couldn't
Yes.
communicate with my aunt.
Yes.
So it was not good.
And then what made a difference for you? What helped you make the recovery that you've made with your talking?
Well, because I have quite a lot when the doctor said that I will not recover, because when Jenny wake up, she will not be able to speak. We will be a vegetable life, and she didn't walk or anything. When you think, you know the reasons why, we don't know how the person will damage, but knowing that my brain has damaged quite a lot, because I was a doctor.
You were a doctor before you had your...
Yes, I was a doctor,
Yeah.
so I do the knowledgeable, but I couldn't say words and I couldn't understand why. So I lost my speech. And I have to relearn, read and write, and especially English is not my first language, so I have to relearn writing and English. But on the second year of my...
After your stroke?
After stroke. I have some alternative medication. I have therapies, like art therapy.
Art therapy, yeah.
Massage.
And massage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel on the right side. But when we did the massage, on the second week after, I have started to feel it. Ooh, that feels nice.
Yes. Yes.
Because I couldn't feel on the right side. But I did movements as well, because I have to try to use on my right side, which is paralyzed. So I do movements and have a start standing to keep my balance on my own, because I was in a wheelchair before,
Yeah.
so I have to come.
Can you remember the first time you were able to think about what happened and laugh about what happened and laugh about yourself rather than what happened? Or?
Well, we used to live in Yorkshire, in Wakefield, and he took me to see a stroke organization group in Leeds, and it was the first time I can see people with similar conditions, and they were talking about something, they do some activities together, and when I was there, I said, I never tried to make an effort to maybe talk, because I didn't say any word. And then I slicking to see more people to talk in with hesitate to say something. So I said, that's good, because it's just not me. It's me not to be able to talk or to say something like that.
So you
Because
mean
I was shy.
that they were hesitating, but you said to them, "That's good."
No, I
No.
just smile.
You smiled.
I
yeah.
just smile to say, they just make a lot of effort to
Yes.
say words, and I feel so happy to see how the people talk. Makes me more happy. Paul, because you also came to the group
Mhm.
A year ago, no?
I suppose so, yeah. I don't know when it was, but yes.
Yes, for
Yeah.
less than a year. The first time you came to the group, how do you feel? How did you
Happy,
feel?
you know.
Happy to see.
Yeah, just great, you know. Hello everybody, how are you doing? And just here we am, you know.
Yes. I think it's when you recognize people the same conditions,
Mhm.
you feel, I feel, I'm fine.
Well, it is. My trouble is, before then, if you went everywhere else, where it's normal people sort of thing,
Yes,
and you sort of like thinking, oh God, I'm different.
yes,
It's like, ugh. But now, because I'm with people like this
yes.
and so forth, and people like the others,
Mm.
I just feel great. You know, there's no problem. It's,
Yeah.
it's easy. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
We together, we work together, we help each other, we learn from each other. I think it's quite great.
If you had to give some advice to somebody else that had aphasia, perhaps just one or two really important words of advice, is there anything in particular that you would say to them?
Be happy.
Mm.
And just come along and just try and be like everyone else. You know, you just want to be happy and just you just want to be. It's just great. So I honestly don't see people from any other work stuff, anything any different. You know, so it's happy. It's good.
So particularly being with people who are in a similar situation,
Mm-hmm.
you feel more comfortable.
Yes, I mean, but then at the end of the day, I can be anyone. So it's just it's how everyone is. So
Well,
And what about you?
it's a perseverance. You have to persevere to do whatever you do, like walking, or writing, and reading, swimming, because I was practicing myself to say, I'd be able to walk. And I wanted to see a long distance, how to say, how can you do it? So I would like to give the evidence, not evidence, giving experience that I persevere and I do a lot. Every day I do my own exercises. I do painting because I do now enjoy doing more relaxed.